Hello and welcome to the online class of Mathematics Standard 10. In this class, we are going to solve some problems using the results we discussed in this chapter. First question. Can the difference between any two terms of the arithmetic sequence 3, 7, 11, 15, etc. be 2130? What about 512? The common difference of this sequence is second term minus first term, that is 7 minus 3 equal to 4. We know that in any arithmetic sequence, difference between any two terms or the term difference will be position difference into common difference. In other words, term difference is a multiple of the common difference. So here we have to check whether 2130 is a multiple of the common difference 4. For that, we have to divide 2130 by 4. So here we are getting a reminder. That means we cannot divide 2130 by 4 completely, or 2130 is not a multiple of the common difference 4. Therefore, we can conclude that 2130 cannot be the difference between any two terms of this sequence. Next, we have to check whether 512 can be the difference. For that, we have to divide 512 by the common difference 4. So here the remainder is 0. That means we can divide 512 by 4 completely, or in other words, 512 is a multiple of the common difference. Therefore, 512 can be the difference between any two terms of this sequence. Now the second question. Is 101 a term of the arithmetic sequence 13, 24, 35, etc.? What about 1001? Let's find the common difference first. D is equal to 24 minus 13, that is equal to 11. We know that the difference between any two terms of an arithmetic sequence is a multiple of the common difference. If 101 is a term of this sequence, its difference from any other term must be a multiple of the common difference. Here I am finding the difference between 101 and the first term 13, and that difference is 88. Now check whether 88 is a multiple of the common difference. For that, divide 88 by the common difference 11. So here we get the remainder 0. That means 88 is a multiple of the common difference. Therefore, we can conclude that 101 is a term of the sequence. Next, we have to check 1001 is a term of this sequence. For that, take the difference between 1001 and a term of the sequence. Here I am finding the difference between 1001 and the first term 13, and that difference is 988. Now check whether 988 is a multiple of the common difference. Divide 988 by 11. Here we have a remainder, a non-zero remainder. That means 988 is not a multiple of the common difference. Therefore, 1001 is not a term of this sequence. Now the third question. Find the position of 243 in the arithmetic sequence 7, 11, 15, 19, etc. Let's find the common difference first. D is equal to 11 minus 7, that is equal to 4. 243 is a term of this sequence. We have to find the position of that term. Let us assume that 243 is the nth term of the sequence, that is xn equal to 243, where n is the position of the term 243, and we have to find the value of n. The first term x1 is 7 here. We know that term difference is equal to position difference into common difference. Here we have two terms, nth term and first term. Take the difference between those two terms, xn minus x1, that will be equal to position difference n minus 1 into the common difference d. From this result we can write n minus 1 is equal to xn minus x1 divided by d, that is position difference equal to term difference divided by common difference. Now substitute for xn, x1 and d. 243 minus 7 divided by common difference 4. Subtracting, we get 236 divided by 4, and the answer is 59. We have n minus 1 equal to 59, therefore n is equal to 59 plus 1 equal to 60. That means the position of 243 is 60, or 243 is the 60th term of this sequence. Now the next problem. How many 3-digit numbers are there which leave a remainder 3 on division by 7? Here we have to consider only 3-digit numbers. That means numbers from 100 to 999 satisfying a condition. What is the condition? Leaving remainder 3 on division by 7. We have the smallest 3-digit number 100. Let's check whether 100 satisfies this condition. For that, divide 100 by 7. Here the remainder is 2. We need remainder 3. For that, add 1 to the number 100 to get 101, and that is the first number of the sequence satisfying this condition. The next number will be 101 plus 7, that is 108. Third number 108 plus 7, 115, and so on. Next we have to find the last number of this sequence. You know that the last 3-digit number is 999. Let's check whether 999 satisfies this condition. For that, divide 999 by 7. Here the remainder is 5, but we need remainder 3. For that, subtract 2 from the number 999 99, and we get 997. That is the last term of the sequence. Here we have a sequence, an arithmetic sequence with first term 101 and last term 997 with common difference 7. Here 997 is the last term of the sequence. Therefore, its position will be the number of terms of this sequence. Let the position be n, or in other words, xn is equal to 997. The first term here is 101. We have the term difference xn minus x1 is equal to position difference n minus 1 into the common difference. That is, n minus 1 is equal to xn minus x1 divided by d. That is equal to 997 minus 101 divided by 7. That is equal to 997 minus 101 is 896 divided by 7. Dividing, we get 128. That is, n minus 1 is equal to 128. Therefore, n is equal to 128 plus 1, that is equal to 129. That means 997 is the 129th term of this sequence, or in other words, number of terms is equal to 129. That's all for today. See you again in the next class.